a beautiful summer zucchini pasta, or honestly just use this video and this recipe to just inspire you to make a pasta dish using whatever vegetables you have right now. Maybe you went to your local farmer's market and they were having a great deal on zucchini because they're in season and they're just kind of booming everywhere, and you want to make this dish. Maybe you just have some in your garden that you don't know what to do with. This is a really great one. It's very simple, very easy, but it's very delicious. And when things are in season, they just taste so incredible that the zucchini you're using today tastes completely different than the zucchini you were using back in March. So I want to show you how to make this dish because, as I said, it's simple, it's classic, it's delicious, and you will love it. You're going to take some extra virgin olive oil in a nice large skillet, a good amount of it. I would say about 3 tablespoons. Don't be shy because this is going to be part of what makes your sauce so incredible. Everything with the exception of the shallot and the garlic is from the garden. So these are the zucchini from our garden. Typically you want to pick them this big, but believe it or not, this was this big yesterday. And that's how big they got overnight because it's been wet and really hot, so great environment. These are a mix of peppers. I've got Cubanelle pepper and banana pepper. They're all sweet. I've got some shallots. These are my home canned tomatoes. You can just use some crushed tomatoes or like a plum tomato canned. You're good to go. And it's delicious and it's very simple. I am going to take this time to take the zucchini and my peppers, slice everything up. I'm not making the zucchini too small. I'm gonna kind of cut them into about that size because I don't want it to disappear completely in my sauce. I want them to be, you know, pretty substantial because I think that's what's gonna make this taste so good. And some of them I'll leave them a little bit bigger. As long as the thickness is the same, it'll all cook evenly. And I'll pretty much do the same thing to my peppers. I'm not gonna cut them too small. And I'll probably just cut my shallots into like little half moons. Just gonna keep dicing. Zucchini, peppers, and shallots in the oil. Beautiful. And it already smells just wonderful and fantastic. You can see I've cut everything into pretty rustic shapes. I love that. A good pinch of salt. This is what I call proper home cooking. What does that mean? That means there's no real, I mean, there's sort of a measurement which I'll leave for you, but there's no real there's no fussiness about it. It doesn't have to be precise. Is it 1 zucchini? Is it 2 zucchini? It just depends on the size. Is it 1 pepper or is it half a pepper? Depends on your liking. It's the kind of food that really speaks to the soul. And when you're cooking with, you know, in-season ingredients, nothing you make will ever be anything less than absolutely delicious. So I want to encourage you to cook more, but cook more simply. Less ingredients, less fussiness, less steps, less things, because guess what? You'll enjoy the process more. Your food will always be infinitely more delicious. And when you're cooking with in-season ingredients, your mind is blown by how much more delicious the food is, and most of the time, how much more cost-effective it is. That zucchini is going to cost you cents compared to when you buy them in, say, March. So keep that in mind because it's also really good on the wallet as well. I'm gonna let these cook for about 7 to 8 minutes. These are looking so beautiful. And if you could just smell it, you'd understand my excitement. I'm gonna come in here with a couple of cloves of garlic that I've just minced up. You can leave them whole and take them out if you want to. I'm gonna take some beautiful garden basil that smells sensational. If you haven't noticed, summertime food, summertime in general is my favorite. Summer foods, my favorite. It's my favorite. Food is alive. You don't have to do much to it. It just always tastes good. It's fantastic. It has color, texture, just unbelievable. This smells incredible as is. And if you wanted to, by the way, this right here would be a fantastic side dish. It would be a fantastic thing to serve alongside anything just as it is. That's how delicious it comes together. It's wonderful. I'll let this go for like, not long. I'm gonna let it go for just a few seconds. In the meantime, I wanna just add a little bit of cracked pepper. Black pepper and zucchini go really well together, but always add it to the stage of like when you're sauteing because pepper is a spice. And just remember, like any spices, they come to life when you add them to a fat or a skillet to wake them up, to get those aromas going. It smells infinitely different when you add it at this stage versus on top of something. So just give it a second. It just literally needs a couple of seconds. Smells unbelievable. I can already smell that raw garlic flavor has kind of cooked down a bit, I'm gonna come in here with some of my jarred tomatoes. I'm not gonna add all of it because I don't want this to be inherently like too tomatoey. I just kind of wanted to help make a sauce. And these, like I said, are my hands, not my hands, but we can these every summer. Add in a little bit like that, turn it down because the water that I'm gonna add to this at the end with the pasta liquid is going to be the only liquid I add to this. And I'm just gonna let this cook for the same amount of time that it takes for my pasta to cook, which coincidentally, pasta water is ready. Add that in, hit it with a good pinch of salt. Remember, that's the only time you have to season the pasta itself. I'm gonna keep this on a gentle heat, even though I'm gonna add a little bit more basil because our tomatoes are not seasoned. I'll keep this on a gentle heat, that as it's cooking, and we all bring it together at the last minute. Cranking the heat up. Pasta is really nice and al dente. I'm pulling it about a minute before it's actually perfectly al dente because I really want to give it a minute to cook in the sauce with some of the starchy water and really pull it all together. And remember when I always tell you when it comes to finishing your sauces with a bit of starchy water, don't be afraid to use more than you think. At first, it's going to seem really liquidy and like it's never going to come together. But remember, your pasta is going to continue to, sort of let out its starch and then thicken that sauce. But what it does in turn is it just creates the most flavorful and delicious base that your pasta will absorb. So I'm just going to cook this all together for a couple of minutes and then it is ready to be served. Look at how gorgeous and stunning. That is absolutely perfect. I'm going to come in here with some grated Parm. And by the way, one of the best things ever is that your grocery store, at least mine anyway, now grates fresh Parm, which is fantastic. I go through it like crazy, but it is fantastic. Look how gorgeous this is. This is what I would call a perfect pasta primavera because it's essentially just, pasta with whatever you've got growing, and it's absolutely beautiful. You can make different versions of this, but regardless, if you're using in-season ingredients, it's always gonna taste fantastic. I'm gonna give it a go because my mouth is salivating, if you couldn't tell. And I want a piece of that zucchini right there with that rigatoni right there, a little bit of that sauce right there. It smells so good. Hot though. Hot. That is so delicious, and do not be afraid of your vegetables becoming sort of melting into the sauce and falling apart. That's what makes it so delicious. That's what gives you the sauce so much flavor. Otherwise, your sauce would just have a bite of this and a bite of that, but when they melt together, they infuse into the sauce, and they're so fantastic. Admittedly, not the most beautiful plate of pasta you've ever made. One of the most delicious, for sure. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. Just check the description down below for everything you need to know. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.